Hello everybody. In this case we're gonna create a small tutorial about how collision works, and we're gonna test it with a small box like this one. So in this case, I already did my room over here, my scene, where it's raining, and as you can see there I have a box, right? A cube in this case, a 3D object. We're gonna create a new one. So we're gonna create a 3D object. It can be anything that you want, pretty much. We're gonna test it with cube. Okay, great. So we have the cube right here, right? Perfect. Let me push it over here so we can have a better look of it and put it right here. Okay, perfect. So what we're gonna do is check if it has a collider. Um, Most of the 3D objects or game objects in this case have already a collider on, but it's not fully set up. So we're gonna add a component which it needs, which is a rigid body. Sorry. We're gonna check if the box collider has trigger on and if it has gravity. Why? Because if it's trigger on a box collider, if it's trigger and it has the gravity on, this is gonna happen to the cube. Check this out. Let's play it. Give it a second. Goodbye. Then our cube is pretty much done for it. It's never going back. It's gonna stay there in the void forever. And for in this case, you can actually see that even the camera is like, you cannot see it anymore. But this box is actually there. Why? I'm gonna show you why. This is box 1, and this is I'm sorry, cube 1, and this is cube normal. So in this cube, I have mesh collider and I have the Rigidbody, but mesh collider doesn't matter if you already have a box collider. So we're gonna go for the cube. We're gonna check the Rigidbody, and we're gonna take out trigger. Why? Because whenever we use the gravity and the trigger is on, it always is going to go to the void. It's never going back. So we're gonna uncheck this one, and we're gonna use the gravity in this case, and we're gonna play it. Boom! Both of them stop. As you can see, both of them are right there. So what you have to do is pretty much uncheck this box, otherwise it's gonna go to the void. And you have to check if you want to use gravity. I'm using it on this case, so you can have a better idea how this works. But how this actually works? Where's the collision, right? Whenever you use the box right like this, for example, you can see it can stay right there. Why? Because it has gravity. It's going always to the dead point, dead zone that it's on the floor right here, and it says right here, pretty much. It's on center and the size. The dead box is right there. The dead zone, sorry. And you can tell. Look, it's also on the. Let me check. It's also on the roof. You can tell that it's working pretty much. So we're gonna bring back our little buddy. Let me check. I'm gonna put it here, the camera, so you can see it, and I'm gonna bring it back. There you go. And if I push it, boom, goodbye. And if I push it again, boom. Ah, I took it out. But you can see, it's working. You can tell it's working because it has gravity, and you can actually collide it with it. Thank you so much for watching. So always remember, untrigger this one and push the gravity, and you'll be good to go.